Hello everyone, this is the Crimson Cure, welcoming you to the Crimson Tower, a place where we keep a feminine foot on the neck of the gynocracy, feminism, and black male misandry. So go ahead, pull up a chair, stay a while, and listen. Hey, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. We're going to go ahead and get right on into the topic, but first, a word from our sponsor.
This is A-Game. Fast acting, long lasting, with no side effects.
Hi, and welcome to our fifth and final lesson for the 5 Traits of a Valuable Woman series. This is number 5, which is marriage market value. If I'm doing this wrong, so help me. Anyways, our fifth one, okay? Marriage market value. This is the culmination of everything we worked on, right? It's the culmination of your personal market value, your belonging market value, or how you were taught to socialize, your friendship market value, what your friends say about you and what you say about them, and how you interact in those relationships. Then we covered sexual market value, which really has an impact on this one, marriage market value. So, like I said, this is a culmination. What is marriage market value? Marriage market value is really not internal. This one's the one that's pretty much external. Because your marriage market value is how men judge you for marriage. They judge whether or not you're marriage material at all, generally speaking, and personally tailored to them. But how do they judge these things? Where are they getting the criteria from? Let's work backwards. They're judging you off your sexual market value if they know it. And this is why it was important on the last lesson that I told you that when you are searching for a serious, committed, long-term relationship or marriage, not to lead with your sexual market value, because that sends messages that you might not be marriage material. And so a man who's marriage-minded might overlook you without digging further to see if you have value in the other realms. Okay? This is why you lead with your personal market value. Remember when I told you in the personal market value lesson that how you perceive and how you interact with yourself reads off to other people, and it informs them of how they should see you. So if a man sees a woman that has high personal market value, she's confident, she is self-respecting, she has self-esteem, she has a good relationship with herself, right? Then he has a tendency to also want to have a good relationship with you. Because what he doesn't see is a woman that needs fixing, that needs him to come and fix her. She is whole when she meets him, okay? She's whole when she meets him. When you have good belonging market value, a man who's seeking marriage with you wants to come around you and your family. He wants to see how well do you interact with your family and what's your family about? Where do you come from? This is what he's vetting out. Where do you come from? Who do you come from? Who are these people? Do you come from a scholarly family? Do you come from a family that, has always gone to school and gone to college? Or do you come from a professional family? Or do you come from a street family? Do you come from a very poor family? Where do you come from? Because he's trying to make assessments on who you're gonna be in the future, perhaps. Now, I'm not saying he's basing his whole entire thought about you just on that, But it goes into the mix. Okay, it goes into the mix to help him decide finally whether or not you're a woman that he should marry or not. Then he moves on to your friendship market value. These are the things that he's evaluating. He might not tell you he's evaluating these things, but trust and believe he is. He's watching it all. Who are your friends? You know, do you have disruptive friends? Are all your friends single and you're the only one that's marriage material? Are they bad influences on you? And you just don't see that? And he kind of does, and kind of everybody else does too. He's assessing these things. Your sexual market value. Aha. Did you lead with that, or did you lead with the other things that he's assessing? This helps him to understand what you might have done in the past. And finally, after he's done assessing these things, he comes to a conclusion about whether or not you are marriage material, specifically for him, or if you're marriage material at all. It's so important for women to cultivate these things, to cultivate all the levels of us. This is what this series is about, raising our value as a whole, not just one or two parts, but everything needs to be valuable. He's not only assessing those things, but based on your personal market value, belonging market value, friendship market value, and sexual market value, he is trying to also see if you can benefit him. Because in a marriage, you benefit each other, just like in your family, just like with your friends. You benefit each other. When you get married, he's benefiting you, but you're also benefiting him. It must always be a reciprocal relationship, because you're in your belonging market value, were you taught to just take and not give, then that's going to trickle down into your other relationships, including your friendships, work, co-worker, associations, and romantic relationships, where you're the taker, but you don't give. Or it could be the other way around. You're the giver, but you never take anything. This is not good either, because there must be a two-way street. There must be a bi-directional flow. You have to be able to benefit each other. It's more than love or just being compatible or just getting along. You have to really be able to see each other in the long run and say, I can be with this man in the long run. And be valuable enough that when he thinks of you, he thinks, I don't want to live my life without her. I want to live my life with her, with this woman. Be that woman. Be that woman. Don't be the woman that used all of her youth and beauty and the zest and zeal for life, just wasting it. And then she's 36. Now she wants a marriage. She hasn't worked on her personal market value. She hasn't worked on her belonging market value. She's got low self-esteem. Her belonging market value, her relationship with his family is a mess. Friendship market value, she's friends with all the wrong people, or she can't keep friends. Sexual market value, everybody knows. So then she ends up with very little marriage market value, or none at all. See, the point of these lessons is really to help women who are a little bit older to shore up the areas where they might have been weak. But really, I'm talking to the young ladies. I know what world we live in. It tells you you can do whatever the guys do. There's no consequence. There's no repercussion. There's nothing. People should just take you as you are, and you don't have to work on yourself, and you're wonderful and you're awesome just the way you are, and you don't have to improve. You might be wonderful or awesome. There's always room for improvement. There's standards. Be one of those women who have standards. And not only be a woman that has standards, but be a woman who's able to meet standards also. That's what I really want the young women to take away. Have standards, but also be able to meet standards. Have a proper vetting process for marriage, but also be able to pass a man's vetting process for you. Okay? So, that's going to be it for our 5 Traits of a Valuable Woman series. I hope that you enjoyed all 5 videos. Don't be afraid to go back, re-listen to them, replay them, get something out of them. Hopefully you do. This is going to be a continued discussion that we always have in some way, shape, or form on my channel. So if you listen to these lessons and you have questions and you catch me live one day, or you might even leave a question in the comment section of this video, all of that is wonderful. I'm really open and wanting to hear what you have to say, what the ladies have to say to this. Again, hopefully you enjoyed this series as much as I did delivering it to you. Hopefully you got something out of it, because I know that I did. And this has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.